Hello everyone, we just got a huge new console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3, so there is 11 new mods that have been released for console players, and we got some very highly anticipated ones like the Oath of Conquest Paladin subclass, which has been requested a huge number of times on my videos. We also got the ability to add new faces, so this is actually using Mizora's face here, so we got the option to select a ton of new faces, so we got both the P4 Other NPCs mod here, which has a wide variety of them. The P4 Companions face mod, which lets you use like faces like Lae'zel on different races, so you can mix and match these to your heart's content, which is really nice. So a bunch of different customization there. You can see Gale as a Tiefling or a Githyanki. You got there's different faces, and yeah, a lot of cool things with this mod. We also got ourselves more beards, which I know is another highly requested mod, so I'll go over all of these in detail and show them off. We also got the Epilogue Camp Clothing mod, which allows you to take like God Gale's clothing right from the start here. So this is fully dyeable, uses assets that are already in the game, and yeah, you can get these body type exclusive mods, and yeah, the tutorial chest is where these will all be, so you can use the Cheater's Ring to summon these in. We also got some different customization, like Subtle Nature Eye Color Set, which is, it's a nice mod, just very basic, different colors eyes. I'll be going over all of these in detail so you can see these a bit more in focus as we go through this video, but this one is nice and subtle. I do like P4 eye colors with this one here by Robogina, and yeah, really nice options. So if you're looking for a bit more customization, this is a nice mod to try out. We also got new cloaks and capes because Baldur's Gate 3 does not have a lot of cloaks in the game, surprisingly. So with this, it adds a bunch of Act 1 cloaks. Now, they aren't very strong. The best one being like this, Dexterity Saving Throws +1. Stealth +1, Religion +1, Survival. There's 20 different ones here, and they just add a variety of different effects. We'll get a little bit more in depth on that in a moment. But two mods that I know a lot of people really want to see: XP times 10, so this will increase the amount of experience by 10, and by 1,000. So I know a lot of people were trying out the instant level 12 mod and wanted to get to level 20. This is the way to make it to level 20 in Act 1. So yeah, this is a great mod. So both of these here by Silver Exil, and I know a lot of people wanted these, so they're now available for download. We also have the Unlock all alchemy recipes, so you just get these right off the bat, so you can craft to your heart's content. I know a lot of people didn't even know this was a feature in Baldur's Gate 3, but yeah, you get a lot more options now just right off the bat. And then we also got a mod that'll give you a feat on every level up for every class, so pretty nice. Now, I guess the first one to start off with is the Oath of Conquest. So this is a really nice mod because basically this gives us another, it's perfect for Minthara. If you're a fan of the Oathbreaker or the Vengeance Paladin, this one just goes a step further with the Oath of Conquest. So this is something we can select right at level 1. So you can see the Oath of Conquest here, and it's using like the Oathbreaker emblem, a little purple. We get the Chosen Adversary. So mark an enemy as your focus point. You have advantage on attack rolls against the target. When you hit them with a melee attack, they may become frightened and until the end of their next turn, which is better than just for one turn, because typically for one turn effects, it goes away at the start of their next turn, but till the end is great. Or when they take damage, this is a bonus action using Channel Oath. And then we also have the Oath of Conquest tenets. Now, I've been asked this a few times already today, but this uses the Vengeance Paladin tenets. So if you've played the Vengeance Paladin, things like getting the Hag's Hair, or just attacking the Tieflings that are holding Lae'zel at the start in Act 1 are easy ways to break your tenet, so just be mindful of those. However, if there's places you don't want to break your oath, the best way to do it is get a companion, or preferably Astarion, to do the evil deeds, as that won't break your oath. So I'll just go through this class because this one is a lot of fun. The Paladin gets its Lay Hands, Charge, and Divine Sense as well. And you may need to assign the bonuses, so if you're on console, make sure that you do have these selected. It may say Strength, but it won't actually apply them. And have your skill proficiencies selected as well. So I did have a video on that because I got a lot of questions around it. But the Oath of Conquest is a really fun one. So level 2, you get all of our Divine Smites, get your fighting style, and if you have the Mistress spells, you get things like Ceremony, which is an awesome selection to add into this. But the big class features come at like level 3, level 5. So we got Guided Strike here. So you may strike with supernatural accuracy, gaining a +10 bonus to attack rolls. This is great for Great Weapon Master because a lot of times that -5 to attack rolls really hurt you. This can help circumvent that. We also get Divine Health, preventing from getting disease. It's normal. But we also get the Conquering Presence. So exude a terrifying presence, possibly causing nearby enemies to become fearful of you. Affected creatures can repeat its saving throw at the end of its turn, succeeding. And this is a 10-turn effect, and it has a Wisdom save. You do use a full action on this, but Fear is pretty useful in Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah, that is something that's nice. As we proceed through here, we'll get ourselves another feat. The Paladin's really fun. If you've never played it, a Lock-It-In works really well. So at level 5, we actually get some really nice effects. Like we get our spiritual weapon here. The only way you can normally get this is by playing a cleric. So getting this as a class bonus is huge. And we also get Hold Person, which is an extremely useful spell. If you don't use Hold Person, you should try it out, because you can literally stop an enemy from doing anything and then attack it and get critical hits, which if you do Divine Smite will literally like one-shot most enemies. So yeah, we got our level 2 spells. And again, if you got the Mistress spells, you can take Force Weapon. Mistress spells actually came out a week ago. Incredible mod. At level 6, we get our Aura of Protection. It's usual for the Paladin here. And then at level 7, we get our Aura of Conquest. So you emanate a menacing aura in every direction. If a creature is frightened from you, its movement speed is reduced to 0 while in the aura. And that creature takes psychic damage equal to half your Paladin level if it starts its turn there. Which is really nice because you can just stay near any enemies. They can't move, so they're stuck where you're at, which is actually extremely useful. If you need to like strike fear in a few enemies, keep them in place so that they don't go after your casters or a Gale, then that's perfect. So extremely beneficial. And as we level up, we just get our further effects here. The Oath of Conquest main ones is being able to be extremely offensive. Then we also get Bestow Curse, so giving disadvantage on checks, saving throws, or attacks, and you choose one of those. And Fear, which is an extremely underrated spell. So this will make the target become fearful, and since we have our aura, that also makes him lose any movement speed and take psychic damage, which is doubled. So at level 12, or it's doubled if you have the Resonant Stone. So that's something you get in Act 2, extremely useful. They'll take 12 damage at level 12, or whatever level it is, if you have that. And this gives disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and it makes them drop their weapon. So you can go ahead, pick up their weapon, and then they're pretty well useless. Fear hits in a cone, similar to Cone of Cold, but a little bit tighter. And then you can see here we do have our Mistress spell, and something like Elemental Weapon's actually really useful because you can apply cold to your weapon and use the Snowburst ring to make little pockets of ice below enemies and make them slip. So we also get the Aura of Courage, so you can't become frightened, which falls in line perfectly with this class. And then at level 11, get improved Divine Smite. And this also goes up past level 12. So if you have any of the mods installed that lets you go past that, you do get some extra benefits. So I'll just show off what that has here. So this is made by Halfsglint. They also made the Circle of Stars Druid, which released before this. So I'm curious why this one came out first. But hey, not complaining because I know this one was highly requested. You can also support them on Coffee there. So at level 13, you get Dominate Beast and Stone Skin, which are not fantastic spells, but Dominate Beast can be kind of fun at times. And then level 17, you get Cloud Kill, which is perfect if you have like an undead focus team because the poison damage won't hurt zombies. And then you get Dominate Person too, which is pretty nice. So there's a Chosen Adversary there. We also got the Conquering Presence, Guided Strike adding a +10, and then the Aura of Conquest, which makes the enemy's movement speed reduced to 0. And then at the Scornful Rebuke at level 15, those who dare strike you are psychically punished for their audacity. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack, that creature takes psychic damage equal to your charisma modifier if you're not incapacitated. So you can get like, if you can get your charisma up to a +7 in this game, so that's, or a +6, that's pretty useful. So you can deal a little bit extra psychic damage, which again is doubled. So you can hit up to 12 every time you get hit with that. And again, recommend having the Resonant Stone for this. And then also the Invincible Conqueror here. At 20th level, you gain the ability to harness extraordinary martial prowess. As an action, you can magically become the Avatar of Conquest for 1 minute, which is 10 turns. You have resistance to all damage. You can make an additional attack as part of your regular attack action, and your melee weapon attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or 20 on the d20. So yeah, this is once per long rest, Invincible Conqueror, making this actually worthwhile going up to level 12 or level 20. Typically, the Paladin is a really good multi-classer. Like the typical builds are like 2 Paladin, 10 Bard, or 5 Paladin, 7 Warlock. This is really strong. In addition, we also get the Die of Conquest, which is a nice colored die that you can add to your character. So this just gives a bit further customization. And also, if you choose this class right off the start, you also get the ability to add, you get a unique icon or a unique set of armor whenever you start off, which is basically just the Vengeance Paladin but dyed purple. So that is pretty cool. I think it's really well done. So Oath of Conquest Paladin being my favorite of the mods that released today, but we do have some really nice ones here, which I'll show off, both the male and female faces that we do get here. So you can just go and recruit a hireling here. I do have a funny mod, which we'll see in just a second, which makes a gnoll as one of our companions. But I'll just edit this one here so you can see some of the men faces here. So we do have a mod here that gives you Astarion's face. So if you want to look like him, give him a different hairstyle. You got the full means to do so, which is nice. I'll just go ahead here and put Astarion's hair on. Kay's hair also got an update. I don't know if that got pushed out to console or not. But yeah, you can add in any type of character's hair here. So there we go with Astarion's hair. We'll just make it black to make it look kind of funny. And so there's Astarion's face. We got Ketheric's face here. It looks interesting. Old man kind of vibes. And you can also go ahead and add wrinkles to this too if you want to add maturity, which would make it look more like Ketheric there. And yeah, that's another face that got added in. We also got Cazador's face, so you can go ahead and play as Cazador if you'd like. And there's also Arnell's face too. So that's Shadowheart's father. And then with the mod, this is also adding in things like, again, Cazador's face. I know a lot of people want Aridin's face here, so you can give him kind of like that Frodo look. So yeah, that's now in the game. I know a lot of people wanted that face in particular. Abdurak's face with the scars there too. And you can play as everyone's favorite greaseball, Gortash. So yeah, if you want to have a hireling that looks like Gortash, you now can create that. Also adds in Raphael's face, which looks kind of interesting, especially in the human form there. But you can also have that added to any type of tiefling. We got the OG Astarion face and then the updated Astarion's face. Halson's face without a tattoo looks pretty funny too. And then we got early access Gale, who has a little bit less of a beard and his face looks a little different. And then we also got Will's face too. So there's that stone eyeball there too. But yeah, I think this is interesting, just giving us more creative options too. And then if we go like ahead with like a tiefling here, you're going to see we do have some extras. So you got Roland's face here that you can add in. I'll just take that body art off. And then we also got Zevlor's face. So you can choose really whatever color you want. Elder A, Elder B. And then it also has another Roland face, Zevlor. And you can play as Gale Tiefling. So I think that's pretty interesting. So if you want to play as Gale as a Tiefling, you can go that route. And has all the different skins here for them. You can also use some different mods there if you want to create a different looking one. But that's pretty cool. We also have some Githyanki faces, and I'll show you what this looks like in terms of character creation. So you got Lae'zel's face. You can add in Vlakith's face. She is a little wrinkled, so you can't really remove that. Another version of Lae'zel's face. I have multiple Lae'zel's mods just because of this. But yeah, this one's pretty cool, just giving us more creative options. Half-orcs don't really get that same level. Like, we do have a few half-orc faces here, but nothing too much. I know there is a lot of half-orc fans that watch these videos that want to see more for them, so hopefully in time. And then I'll show you what the... so she is the human, so we'll show you what the female human faces look like. So you can add, like, Ethel, Sally, Emmeline, Oren's face, which looks kind of interesting on a human. Nine Fingers, which I know a lot of people wanted that face too. Old Nightsong face, and then Mayrina. We also got Mistress face, which looks interesting. It also looks kind of funny on a half-elf too. There's a Seraphina face mod, which got added early on the mod manager. You got Keen as well. Mizora's face, which actually looks pretty good. That's the face that I put on my character there. Mayrina's face, Mistra's face again, and then Lae'zel in human form, which is interesting. The creator, Padme 4000, did a good job with adapting these to every character. And then if you're playing as like a Durgar or a gnome, you get some options here. And I'll also show off the beard options once we go through the face here. So you can add Barkus Root face, you can add Wolbern Bongle's face, and you can add an Elder's face here. So in addition to that, facial hair, lots of new mods. You got Whizbid's nice big Jiggle Physics beard, and yeah, is it okay to say Jiggle Physics? I got some people chew me out in the past for that, but the beard has Jiggle Physics. We also got Dragon Rider beard, so this is from the Githyanki Guard. The Dragon Rider without the metal piece. The Genie beard, which also has the little metal piece on there. That's an interesting look. The Whaler beard, which is Wolverine-esque. Sensual Lover, which is a nice little mustache. The General, which gives you Ketheric's Thorm's beautiful beard, and that one looks incredible. And then Volo's beard if you want that magnificent mustache. And then a recluse beard too, which is interesting looking. And then the wise man. So yeah, a lot of beard choices here, which I think is awesome. So you can really create your own companion of choice, making them look however you want, which is nice. Or also create it for your own character. So a lot of great things with this mod. You can see just some of the effects of what you can do with this. So yeah, I think it's awesome. There's Mistress face on the left, and then you got Kaga's face there. I'll also show what this looks like on my character because there is a lot of great options for also half-elves, which is usually what I play. So you can see I have a ton of different face mods. Half-elves get all the love, so you can see we got a bunch of them here. But this is like the mod here itself. So we got Kaga's face here. So yeah, they do warp a little bit differently on elves than human. And there's Keen's face. And then we got Mayrina's face, which does look a little bit funkier on a half-elf versus human. Mizora's face, which was what I was rocking. And I think Mizora's face is one of the best looking here for like a half-elf. So great job on that. Mistress face, which doesn't look the same as on a human. I think the human actually does it a little bit better. Shadowheart's face, so you can play as your twin Shadowheart, have a full team full of Shadowhearts. And then we got Minthara's face and Lae'zel in an elf form, which is interesting. And Jaheira. So yeah, lots of choices there. And then there's the Seraphina face from prior mod. But yeah, really great mod. I think this one's incredible. So yeah, I'll put back to Mizora's face there. They did a great job with this one. And I guess in that same realm, we also got the camp clothing mod. So that's in the tutorial chest. You can summon that in. Subtle eye mod just gives... I'll just go through this here because I uninstalled this. I have way too many eye color mods going on. So if you look at my eye color mods, I have way too many of them going here. But yeah, there's good color guides. So you can get the glowing tiefling eyes. You can go with just regular white eyes, gray, brown. They're subtle. Camp-Wing cloaks, I'll just quickly go through all these. They just have basic animal handling, intelligence saving throws, survival, constitution saving throws. Performance. The best of these would be dexterity saving throw and stealth likely. Wisdom saving throws is also quite useful. Persuasion 2 on your Tav or Dirge. Strength saving throws, okay. Medicine +1. Yeah, they're not extremely useful, but there's also like no cloaks in Act 1. I'm hoping for more cloak mods in the future, but yeah, dexterity saving throws +1 is really nice. I've already went over the XP mods. This is an incredible mod. Unlocked alchemy and level up mod. So yeah, my favorite one being the Oath of Conquest, but that's pretty decent. We haven't had mods in a whole week, so I know a lot of people were really looking forward to some more mods. We're obviously hoping for things like the Dragon Slayer Greatsword to make their way in, and many more. So let me know what your favorite mod is, what your most anticipated mod is in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day, and I'll see you all in the next video.